today. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The numbers for Sanders last week, 15 carries, 70 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball of the season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Once again with Sanders. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And in last week's game, you weren't sure which side was going to do the cheering when he stepped back to throw the ball,
But
right?
you knew he was going to throw it a lot.
Oh, he's going to throw it a lot. I mean, he's ended up throwing 5 touchdown passes, but his interception rate, that wasn't so terrific either. So one side was going to be cheering when he stepped back to throw it.
They did get the win, though. We'll see if they can parlay that into this week. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. We can look at this Bronco defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Drew. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Looking to throw. Drew. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Back to throw again. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game.
That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 8. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation,
as Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw on second down. Drew looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement.
He's got a man, complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Rashee Rice with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Back to throw. Drew. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half,
touchdown! Marvin Mims, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. to throw on second down. Drew to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
They'll try to run with Sanders. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And this one is right through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left.
Finding Kelsey. What a catch there.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and
there he goes left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
102 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he's got this down to the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Pushing through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 3rd down, Drew. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
155 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go play fake. Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll run with Pacheco.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Now a run with Pacheco. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
This is Pacheco.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Denver's offense now set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Throwing to start the drive.
Drew, that's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off play action. Drew. He finds his man complete. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down. Looking to throw. Drew. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Drew over the middle, complete. That's Sharp. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Looking to throw. Drew looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Drew. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Gillislee. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
247 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 4. Here's Pacheco once again.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They try with Pacheco.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drew. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Kansas City, that early momentum continues.